Well, I'd sure like to welcome everyone here to the 56th annual KCC Invitational. It promises to be another exciting event. We've had, well, 55 of them up to this point, and this one I'm sure will be no exception. A lot of wonderful young college players here, some of the good, tall, slender guys, coupled with some of our heavier members that I think are gonna put on quite a show, and I'm excited to see it. I'm happy to be a part of it. I know Harry's going to do the announcing again. I'm happy to be doing announcing. Certainly not my first time, but it's probably going to be the best because this is home for me. I'm a member here, and I have been for a long time. It's a lot of money. It's not cheap, but at the same time, it's very rewarding, and it's a good staff. You know, I'd have to rate them very, very, very good. Good on a scale. We're not going to do scales, but they're good people. So, oh, my golf balls have arrived. Andrew, thank you. Do I have a nice variety here? Oh, I've got some of the older ones too. Yes, some of the ones from when from the hickory stick. Yes, when Dick was younger. These are good. What I've got here are golf balls. I've got a variety. Not many that you would play, but these are. This is an MC Lady. I was a spokesperson for them a number of years ago, and they did very well. This is a Callaway 3. This must have come out of my bag. Somebody is doing what they shouldn't do over there. I don't know if you caught that, Tom. I hope you did. This is a Titleist 2 from, well, it's some club that it doesn't matter. It's gonna work fine. And we've got a whole variety here. Well, that one didn't. Okay, let's just do a couple chips if we can. Now, let me show you what I do here. I could putt this. This is a decision that a lot of your better players have to make. Do I putt this or do I chip? Now, I have flip-flops tonight only because it keeps the lower body still. It keeps me from doing a full turn on this shot. I have a bandage because at one point I had a chip and cut it a little close and took the nail right off it. So that's what you've got to guard against. That's not good, and frankly, it hurts. I try to, Dick Stewart has shown me this. You lean all the way forward, get this hand forward, and then come through and just kind of clip that ground. Something like that. Keep those hands ahead of the ball. A lot of your friends are going to tell you that doesn't work. I'm here to tell you it does. Okay, not every time. Sometimes, Dick is not perfect. Let me just... Where are you going?
I like that last one.
Well, thank you.
That's the chairman.
That's the chairman. That's AJ. He's the chairman. And so a lot of times that's what you guard against, that chili dip thing. Dick is not infallible. He's a good person, but he's... Okay, now what happened there was that I wanted to show again. What can happen if you drop that shoulder? That's not a good... You don't want to drop that shoulder. You want to bring those hands straight through there. Now watch that. Very likely that will go in. That's the great equalizer. They sometimes say the putter. No, it's that sand wedge. That's the great... We'll go to putting in a minute. This is the great equalizer. Now, okay, I don't know if you've noticed how I just clipped that grass and kept my face down. It didn't go far, but it was good contact. So we're going to try something with a little... Well, I don't know what we're going to do here, but it's going to go further. Okay, now that, if it doesn't go in, I hope the camera crew is able to capture that because that was actually quite a fine shot. This ball is a noodle. It's called it's called a noodle. You can see on there it's a noodle, and I'm comfortable with that. It says special things to me, that noodle. Noodles have played a big part in my life. So the noodle. Oh, now here. All right. I wish we had the blimp here. If we had the MetLife or the Ifs in Life, you would find that that is incredibly close. Probably would be given to me. Some of your better players are stingy, but the guys I play with, the guys I play with, all four of those are good. All four of those are good. We're leading our league. Okay, now this is one more where I caught that pretty darn well. Not everything I wanted, but at the same time, oh look, now this is what they used to play with. It's got dimples. You see that? You'd almost think it was cold out here, the way those are popping up and standing out like that, but it's really quite warm. So those must be permanent, which that's not a bad thing either. All right, we're going to try and chip this close. Not that the others aren't, they are. But, look out, Mr. Hole. Here comes a dimple. Very, very, I'm happy with those. I'm happy with those, and I know that most people would be. A lot of people less so, but okay, now that's probably in. That could be per clunk. Come on. All right, so what you're going to want to do is play the ball back, kind of put your weight on this front. This is what I sometimes do. You don't want to do that. Well, first of all, John gets upset because it's very hard on the course. But we have golfers coming, and I have 7 balls on the green, so we'll be back in a minute. There are players coming, not necessarily upper tier, but still players, and this is all part of what we do. I'm going to start a foundation. I've come into quite a bit of money, and I'm going to start a foundation called the Second Tee. And it's for, the first tee Tiger has done, and it's for some of the younger people in some of the inner city that this is a good release and a good opportunity to, not a second chance, but certainly to find things in life that they might not otherwise be exposed to. The second tee is going to seek out struggling strippers, the occasional hooker, probably not a lot, but certainly anything where you would, like a sexual perversion might be involved. Those are the people we're trying to attract, to get them not totally away from that, because those are good things, but at the same time broaden their experience with golf. And so when you go from one game to the other, I think there's a natural transition there. And if you really have made a successful career out of hooking, then I think golf could, or if you fade, either way. If you're a hooker, I want to know about you. So I've got a cell phone. I'm going to give you that number in a minute. And we're doing interviews. Oh, see, now what he tried to do was the chip, he certainly could have benefited from the experience of my chip there, because he bladed that one, and I think he might have ended up in the sand. It's just sad. He's trying hard, but it just doesn't always happen. I think that's Jerry Vanderveen, and I was wrong. He's a good, strong player, and but we can talk more about Jerry later. He's a part of the second tee.
Okay, where to, Phil?
Why don't we do, I think a lot of our viewers are stumped with they live in fear of the bunker. And I want to take that away from them. I want them to, you know what? I wouldn't mind being in that bunker. I'm one with that bunker, and I'm going to come out of there, darn it, because I just have that kind of gift. So let's do some bunker work, and then we're going to do some off the tee drives.